Join me as I break down the best way to measure return on investment for beginners. If you're just starting out on your investment journey, understanding return on investment or ROI is crucial. Think about it. When you put your money into stocks, real estate, or any other type of investment, you want to know it's actually going to make you more money. That's where ROI comes in. It's a way to measure how much profit you're getting from your investments compared to how much money you put in. One of the biggest misconceptions about ROI is that it's just a simple profit and loss calculation. Truth is, there's more to it than that. Another misconception is that ROI is always a guaranteed return. However, investments come with risks, and ROI doesn't account for that. What's more, many beginners struggle with accurately calculating ROI because they don't factor in all the costs associated with their investments. Calculating ROI isn't just about dividing your profit by your investment. There are different methods to measure ROI, and it depends on what you're investing. For example, if you're investing in stocks, you might want to use a simple calculation like net gain divided by cost. But if you're investing in property, you might need to consider more complex metrics like cap rate or cash on cash return. Let's say you're considering investing in a rental property. You could calculate your ROI by adding up all the rental income you receive, subtracting expenses like mortgage payments and property taxes, and then dividing that by the total amount you invested. Another example is if you're investing in a business. In that case, you might need to consider metrics like payback period or internal rate of return. The key is to choose the right method for your specific investment and to make sure you're factoring in all the relevant costs and benefits. When you get it right, you can make more informed decisions about where to put your money. I'd like to share a real-life scenario where calculating ROI correctly made a huge difference. Let's say you have two friends, Alex and Ben. Alex invests £10,000 in a stock that returns 10% per annum, but he has to pay 2% fees to his broker. Ben invests £10,000 in a similar stock, but he finds a low-cost index fund that has no fees. After 1 year, Alex's investment is worth £10,800, while Ben's investment is worth £11,000. At first glance, it looks like Alex did okay, but when you calculate the ROI, you see that Ben actually earned a higher return. So to calculate ROI, you would subtract the initial investment from the final value, and then divide by the initial investment. For Alex, that's 10,800 minus 10,000 divided by 10,000 equals 0.08 or 8%. For Ben, that's 11,000 minus 10,000 divided by 10,000 equals 0.10 or 10%. So even though both investments seemed similar, Ben's careful calculation of ROI helped him earn a higher return. So what are the key takeaways here? Measuring ROI is crucial for making informed investment choices. It helps you compare different investments and choose the ones that are most likely to make you money. If you've had any experiences with calculating ROI, good or bad, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you're interested in learning more about investment strategies, be sure to check out my next video on how to diversify your portfolio. If you want to talk to me, that's Alan, about anything you've heard or seen in this video, don't hesitate to call me on 07539 141 257. From outside the UK, that's +44 7539 141 257. Or the landline 0333 224 1257. From outside the UK, that's +44 333 224 1257. You can schedule a call with me at calendly.com/AlanJE, or you can simply drop me an email at alan@alpusgroup.com. Cheers for now.